And welcome to another episode of the Koto's Mojo. And as always, I'm your host, Patrick Koto. We got a lot to talk about today. As always, Ian is with us on the show. Ian, how you doing today, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Had a great Super Bowl last night.
Holy cow. Why don't we go ahead and dive right into that Super Bowl, Ian? The Kansas City Chiefs are your Super Bowl champions once again. We were all pulling for San Francisco, but what a game, man. What a game.
Yeah, it was a hell of a game. Once again, San Francisco blew another lead, and the Chiefs won it in overtime.
Exactly. And yep, it kind of the shades of the last Super Bowl. San Francisco got off to a great start, and then Kansas City, was able to finish a game and was able to finish the game and stuff. And both defenses, both took serious note from that last Super Bowl because that last Super Bowl was a pretty high scoring game. This year, both defenses, stepped up and then came down the stretch and stuff when all of a sudden both offenses just wanted to start clicking and both defenses just got completely non existent because those teams were really chewing up the yardage.
Yeah, they really were. Yeah, Kansas City, they were especially just running that clock down in overtime. I mean, we saw that they had the ball with like, what, 7 minutes ago, and they ran it basically all the way to the end and then won it.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a feeling that was coming because they did that same thing in regulation too. The Niners take the lead and they with like under 2 minutes to go, and we were talking, you, me, and Joel were like, they left too much time. And look what they did. They drained the clock all the way down to force overtime. And then, both teams took well advantage of the overtime rules and stuff. And well, for the Chiefs, they're very thankful that they didn't give up a touchdown on that opening drive in overtime because San Francisco and Christian McCaffrey, they were running that ball.
Yeah, they were running that ball real well. CMC looked great all night. But unfortunately, Kansas City was just a better team, and I think we need to stop counting them out and stop calling them underdogs because they're
Yeah.
just too good. They got a dynasty here. They already won three Super Bowls in how many seasons?
Three
Five,
Super Bowl.
six,
Let's see, 2020. Let's see, 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, five.
five
Holy
seasons.
shit,
So
five.
yeah, that's incredible, and they're still going to be getting them. So you're not done hearing about Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, everybody. I'm sorry to tell you.
We officially will admit saying, all right, the Chiefs are good. Yep. Because yes, Ian, we did have our doubts in the season. We're like, is this the year? We're like, nope, nope, nope. Same old Chiefs, same old Chiefs, no matter how they do it. Because it was a challenge, it was a challenging playoff run for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes on the road for the very first time. We're like, got him. Nope. Same Patrick Mahomes. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, the guy is just good.
He is good. He's really
Yeah,
good. I saw a tweet on Twitter last night or X last night. It was like a tweet from Troy. It was like a post from Troy Aikman back in 2019 saying, "Talk to me when he has 33% of my Super Bowls."
yeah,
He
right.
just he just tied you for the most Super Bowls, Aikman. So how do you feel now? Plus, you played for the fucking Cowboys, who had the best offensive line in the league. Where for the Chiefs, they didn't. Their offensive line was always hit or miss,
Yep.
and a
Yeah,
complete
so Pat showed him.
and a complete you know, banged up offense. Aikman had a strong offense. Mahomes didn't have a good offense. He just had, Travis Kelce and then other receivers that made big plays like Nicole Hardman, who caught the game winning touchdown. Um, it's, it's, they're starting to turn to the Patriots. Get a random receiver off the streets and they'll do something. That's exactly what the Chiefs are doing.
Yeah, they're uh they're doing it smart. They're playing good ball and they're just building this team around this fantastic quarterback. So, man, it just sucks to say. Man, the Chicago Bears could have had him. The Chicago Bears could have had him.
Well, I don't know how that would have gone, to be honest with you.
Yeah, people say we would have ruined him, but I don't know. I feel like things would have gone way better. I don't know. It's especially with that 2018 team that we had with Mitch Trubisky just looking like a G. Can
I
you imagine if
know.
Pat Mahomes was on there, man? We wouldn't even have to worry about Cody Parkey getting that double doink because we would have been up.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's me just complaining.
And the other thing too, if you think about it, Nagy, about Mahomes, to add more bad news, Matt Nagy was the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs for the last 2 years, who was
He's a
on the
two-time
Bears.
Super Bowl champion. He's a motherfucker. He's a
So imagine
motherfucker.
if imagine if we did get Mahomes and we had Nagy. What the fuck could have been?
R.I.P. It's rough. It's real rough being a Chicago Bears fan, especially after watching these past few years with what has happened for Kansas City.
Yeah. Well, Chicago sports fan generally, and let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what team we root for, whether it's the Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, White Sox, or Cubs, there's always going to be some pain and stuff. But yes, and obviously, both teams, that was the first time too the two teams played in the new overtime rule. So if you score first in overtime, the other team has a chance to get the ball, which I like that, especially for playoffs and stuff,
Oh
because
yeah. I mean, that's how it should have been from the start because you got to give the other team a chance to score too.
exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, I really felt for Josh Allen after that one game, and I'm glad they
Hmm.
changed it. So, yeah, San Fran was only able to kick that field goal, but Chiefs came over and scored the touchdown, got the game winner right there. That was really cool to see. It was kind of like a walk-off touchdown to win the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
That was so badass. They scored it and they're like, hell yeah, we did it. Like that's
We
all they
did.
needed to
Let's
do. That's
exit.
so awesome. Then the party started.
The
Yeah,
Taylor
and then
Swift meltdown began.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, back to the Super Bowl. San Francisco's defense at the end, or especially in that overtime, dude, they were not ready. They were completely outplayed, outcoached. Like,
Apparently they didn't know the rules of overtime. Like
yeah, but at the same time, as a head coach, you should kind of run this stuff by your players. I mean, you don't want it to happen, but you should know what the hell's going on.
if that's the case, you gotta fire Kyle Shanahan because that's a fucked up mistake. If you
Completely
don't
fucked up mistake.
like what if he knew the rules, would have he gone for a touchdown? I don't get it. Like I don't understand how he didn't know the rules and how it affected the game.
Uh-huh. I don't know why the hell you threw it on that third down. I would have, maybe draw it up a special McCaffrey play and stuff, or do like a little McCaffrey halfback option. Toss to him, throw a touchdown. He's done it before. And we saw a trick play last night for the first touchdown with Jawan Jennings throwing a touchdown to McCaffrey. I would have ran a play like that in
Mhm.
overtime to fool the defense.
Yeah, especially in the Super Bowl, you got to do something big, and they did not do anything big. I mean, they went for the three. It's smart, but Kansas City, we know how their offense is, and we know they can just walk all over you. So, and they did just that.
And they weren't ready for that fourth down and one. Like I was like, I'm not surprised Mahomes ran that.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the end for Kansas City there, but no, they put the dagger into the 49ers and won their third Super Bowl in 5 years. Insane.
Yep. And then yeah, back to your question about, asking about Jason, and the Jason Kelsey stuff at the nightclub. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that was awesome. He's oh, I love that man. It's just so fun to
The
watch
Kelsey
him and
family is
his
a
brother
great
have fun.
family.
Oh yeah.
I,
So
w-
yeah, real cool for all of them.
I wonder how hungover Jason is right now.
Wonder how hungover the whole team is.
I'm sure some players are still drunk.
Oh yeah,
It's Vegas, baby.
right?
And then how about then of course Nickelodeon does a broadcast last night. I watched actually parts of it on my phone. I watched the best parts of it on my phone. It was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I watched clips of it this morning and I saw when Christian McCaffrey fumbled the ball. Patrick was like, "You have to firmly grasp it." Like, oh, that's so funny.
Berkeley Grimm's been like, oh, dude, these Nickelodeon broadcasts, they will always find a way to roast players. They did that. I remember on Christmas Day last year when the Rams played the Broncos, Russ threw a pick, and then
I
Patrick's
guess that's not what
like,
Russ wanted
oh,
to cook.
good.
That was so funny.
Yeah, I
I
know.
love it that they get Tom Kenny and the guy who voices Patrick in there to just do broadcasting and do the like have an animated wall. There's a live broadcast. It's so awesome.
It was. And then, of course, we all remember the famous first one when the Bears played the Saints and Cordell Patterson dropped the famous F-bomb on Nickelodeon. I was like,
Dude, the best was Mitch Trubisky winning the MVP and we lost that game. Like, what the fuck?
let's play like dog shit that day, too.
The kids liked Mitch.
They did, but I'm sure they didn't like Javon Wims, who dropped that touchdown. Dude was wide open.
Yeah, it's just more pain.
More pain, but yeah, you just got to give credit to Kansas City and stuff. You know, they did what they had to do to win the game, and of course, Travis Kelce's girlfriend Taylor Swift is happy right now. I'm sure she's hungover too.
After seeing her chugging that beer last night, you better believe it.
That was awesome to see. We need to see more of that more often at sporting events. I think in 2019 when the Milwaukee Bucks were in the NBA playoffs, one of the Packers linemen chugged a beer at the game. Rodgers chugged a beer. Yelich chugged a beer. Well, shit, Rodgers can't chug a beer, but Yelich can chug one. And he was like, he almost stopped, but he kept chugging along. So it's safe to say Yelich is a better beer chugger than Rodgers.
Yeah, right.
And Rodgers didn't even survive 2 minutes this season. But yeah, no, great NFL season. And to add more excitement, not one, not two, but three Bears players got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Finally, Devin Hester got inducted. I don't know why he wasn't a first ballot.
Haters.
Exactly. Like they're completely hating on the best return man in the game. 20 returns total. You and I both saw one in person, which I think that was the only return I ever saw from Devin Hester. Out of all the Bears games I've gone to, that was the only time I saw a return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my first Bears game too. And we also saw Matt Forte break the rushing yard record for a single game for a Bears player. And he's not in the
He
Hall of Fame.
he will definitely be in there. Matt Forte deserves a spot soon. I hope he gets it soon.
He was one of the best, man. He was such a great athlete. Very, very, very underrated during his career.
Absolutely. If you have to rank Bears running backs, obviously Walter Payton will always be number one. Matt
Forte
Forte at
too.
Forte too. But the thing is, for our generation, we weren't even alive for Payton. We were fortunate enough to see Matt Forte go off.
But you got to give it to Peyton.
Absolutely, absolutely. I watched his clips and stuff, and man, that guy just kept running the ball and stuff. And I don't know what it is with Bears. They always turn running backs into gods, no matter how bad the line is.
So our running game is fantastic. That's the only thing we know how to do. We don't know how to
Exactly.
throw.
We know how to run the ball and use our linebackers really well.
Run the damn ball. That's why I bought the damn hat.
Oh, you bought the hat?
I've had that hat for years.
Nice. And of course, you got Julius Peppers in the Hall of Fame, well deserved, and Steve McMichael, aka Mongo.
Mongo. Yep, good for Mongo. I'm glad that they were able to give it to him. You know, he's not doing too good. So
No.
really, really nice to see that for Mongo. Yeah, I think that entire 85 Bear team should be in the Hall of Fame.
I would have to
At
agree
least
with you, plus.
the entire defense, at least.
Exactly. You gotta get Singletary, Otis Wilson. I'm sure some of those guys have been inducted, but I'm sure the whole team hasn't. If that whole team though needs to be inducted. I don't know what's taking you so long to get that entire team inducted.
I just still can't believe they only won one Super Bowl. That was one of the best teams in NFL history.
Exactly. And they went 14-2 the following year, don't win. The year before they won that Super Bowl, they lost to the Niners, got shut out, and then yeah, something happened in 85 that just got that team going. I don't know what the fuck it was.
It was, oh man, I don't know what it was, but we needed back here in Chicago. Um, but yeah, I want to go back and talk about that halftime show with Usher. That was
Yes.
awesome. I
Yes,
was
sir.
not expecting it to be awesome because
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking like, man, Usher really hasn't been relevant since like 2009. And we haven't really heard much of Usher, but man, he put on a hell of a show. Started a little slow, but dude, they ended it
Hmm.
with yeah. They brought out Lil Jon, Ludacris. Ludacris had the fucking afro back like it was 2003.
I
Dude,
loved it.
it was such an awesome 2000s nostalgia halftime show. It was just perfect for people our age. I loved it. Alicia Keys was great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. They did such a great job.
I was just gonna say, talk about Usher. Yeah, that was our go-to jams back in our teenage, going back into like days when we were crazy teenagers and stuff. 'Cause I used to love Usher, and then he's back. I was like, holy shit!
I can say I probably only know two Usher songs, but it was still good.
But yeah, it was a great halftime show. And how about the fans getting down there? They threw that one fan up in the air.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But no, yeah, great halftime show, great Super Bowl. And I remember you were talking the worst one was the Black Eyed Peas in 2011. I have to agree that was bad.
Yep, that was really, really bad.
Hmm. But yeah, no, good Super Bowl and good to see some Bears players in the Hall of Fame finally too. And we hope for the best for Monco, but yeah, it ain't looking so well.
Yeah,
I will never forget though his famous stunt at the Cubs game, calling out
he got
Angel
thrown
Hernandez for
out.
making a Yep.
That was great.
I was like, you know what? If I got thrown out for something like that, I am not even pissed off. I'll be happy.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, and that means so with the Super Bowl being done, Ian, that means that means the season's in the rearview mirror and coming up this weekend. Start your engines, buddy. We got the Daytona 500 coming up, and we're gonna be there.
Yes, sir. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Got the duels on Thursday, the trucks on Friday, the Xfinity Saturday, Cup Sunday. It's
Gonna
gonna
be
be
a
a fun
fun
season,
weekend.
man.
Yep,
Which
absolutely.
sorry.
I said absolutely.
Yep. The season's gonna start off intense with a couple of super speedways. Daytona and then Atlanta.
Yeah, it's gonna be an insane start to the year.
Who do you see potentially, having a sleeper year this year or having a good year that has it in the past? I know it's hard to tell right now.
Gonna hate to say it, but Ty Gibbs, kid's good. He's got a lot of talent. He's in one of the
Hmm.
best rides in NASCAR, and he looked good in the Clash. He looked good at the end of the year last year. If you want to make some money, put Ty Gibbs for every race. That kid's good.
Let's say, don't forget about Bubba Wallace. That man made the playoffs for the first time last year. I think he's going to feed off that momentum and get in victory lane a couple times.
There you go.
Yep. So, Ian, why don't we go ahead and make some picks for the races coming up and stuff? We can start with the truck.
Truck, man. Whoever survives, Truck is slowly turning into the ARCA series. It's an absolute demolition derby. There's going to be like five cars finishing on the lead lap.
Well, we saw how that fucking championship went to end the season.
Yeah,
That was
no,
bad.
no one has any respect down there. I'm glad that Zane Smith is up in the is up in the Cup Series now, so he doesn't have to deal with that shit. Um, Give me Ben Rhodes, someone I like.
Yeah, that's a good pick, Ian. And you know what? I'll go with Rhodes as well. He's usually a safe bet for some races.
There you go.
Yep. And Xfinity, you know who I got to go with Xfinity. He's gonna win his third straight Daytona race. Austin Hill.
Yeah, we'll see. Sheldon Creed's gonna get that ass.
I know. I know he and Sheldon are definitely gonna be button heads and stuff whenever if they decide to get by each other on the track.
Yeah, that's my pick, dude. He's pissed. He's with his new team, Joe Gibbs Racing.
Hmm.
He's gonna show. Richard Childress Racing that they fucked up letting him go.
We will see. Otherwise, we'll have to let out the it was at this moment when they knew they fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the cup. Oh, it's that those races are seriously a toss up. Seriously, some out of nowhere driver could come and take it. Nobody expected Stenhouse to win it last year.
I mean, Stenhouse is a good super speedway driver. His only wins are on super speedways with Talladega, Daytona, and Daytona 500. Um, Fuck it, dude. I don't know. It's the Daytona 500. Anyone can win this fucking thing. Just give me Noah.
Attaboy. I love that. He's raced good at the five at Daytona as well. So I like the pick in.
Won the Xfinity opener in 2020.
Yep. Well, this guy I'm going to pick, like I said, he made the playoffs for the first time last year. He's going to keep building off that momentum. Give me Bubba Wallace.
All right, that would be awesome.
I would love to see that because he's come oh so close in past Daytona 500s.
Yep. He's
It
finished
was
second twice. His first Daytona 500, he finished second.
Yep. Just can't believe that. It's almost coming. And Nick just sent us a text in our group meet. DJ Khaled will serve as the honorary starter for the 500.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell, dude. I cannot stand that fucking guy.
I haven't listened to his music in a while, so
He doesn't he all he does is make a beat for rappers like there. He just screams his name.
yep, that's it.
Oh my fucking God. No. Jesus Christ. He doesn't know what NASCAR is. He's gonna come out there and be like,
Like, what the fuck is all this?
turkey sandwich. And he's gonna say something stupid. I don't know. So he's a fucking weird dude. Why? Why is he the starter, man?
I don't know, man.
Fuck.
But anyway, that'll do it for our NASCAR talk and stuff. I'm excited for the 500, man. I can't wait to go. You and I are heading out on when? Huh?
Oh no. I was just
Buddy.
thinking something in my head. No, you're fine.
You and I are heading out Wednesday night, and along with Nick as well, dude. Let's go.
Yep, I'm already doing my packing. I'm gonna be cleaning out my big cooler tomorrow, just making sure it's all clean. Got all my pit shirts selected for what I'm wearing. Still need to figure out what hats. Doing laundry right now, getting all my clean pants, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Figure out what games I want to bring for us. Probably bring my Xbox for us.
Chill in the Airbnb and stuff during our downtime.
Oh yeah, it's like 10 minutes away from the track
Let's
too.
go.
We all got a bed.
Let's go.
So dude, it's gonna be a perfect weekend.
Yep. And then I got after this, I definitely gotta do some laundry and get packing as well, Ian.
Yep, gonna be extensive next few days.
I'm
Getting
excited,
everything
man.
together.
Yep.
Doing my
Gotta get
show tonight and gonna be getting that out tomorrow. Just so I'm all good to go.
Let's go. All right, Ian. Well, as always for the show, we'll wrap up with our big three and stuff and our plays of the week. This week's big three, this is a good one. Our big three best past Super Bowl commercials. There have been all the commercials we've watched have given us laughs. Oh, I love them. So Ian, why don't you go ahead with your big three?
All right, so my big three, they're just gonna be commercials from this year because they hit
That's
it out
fine.
of the park.
They
The
did.
the talking like Christopher Walken one was fantastic.
Yes.
Um, the Like a Good Neighbor with Arnold Schwarzenegger was
That was a good one.
fantastic.
Like a good
That
night.
was awesome. And then Bud Light came back and just did an outlandish, crazy commercial again. Like they're back to their old ways. Good to see that. So yeah, it was a good lineup for Super Bowl commercials this year.
Absolutely. Well, obviously, Ian, I'm gonna go with the commercials we've had in the past because obviously the commercials we've seen in the past have definitely hit on the head. So I'm gonna start off with the 2012 Super Bowl with the dog losing all that weight just to chase the Volkswagen.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. The car comes by, the fat ass can't get out of the doggy door, looks himself in the mirror, is like, all right. And literally does a lot of workouts that I never thought a dog would do. Pulling weights, running up and down with the tennis ball. I'm like, damn, dog.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yep. My second one, and we're gonna go way back to when the Bears played in the Super Bowl, the Snickers commercial, when the two guys, all of a sudden pulled some Lady the Tramp shit on a Snickers bar and accidentally kissed each other. Next thing you know, they're going fucking bananas, ripping off each
Yeah.
other's hair, drinking windshield wiper fluid oil. I'm like, what the fuck? That was funny as hell, though.
Yeah.
And then my last one, this is the one that nearly fooled probably the entire country last year, the Tubi commercial.
Yeah, that was such a great one. It threw everybody off.
Yeah, like even if I saw that at home, I was like, wait, I have Hulu, not Tubi.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, some of these commercials never disappoint, Ian.
Yeah, no, the commercials are always good. That's why you gotta have everyone shut up when the commercials come on.
Yep. Now, let's wrap up with our fantastic and bonehead play of the week. Ian, have at it.
My fantastic play is obviously that last play to win the Super Bowl. With Patrick Mahomes tossing it over there. Totally faked out the Niners defense. There's no better play than that after last night. And then my bonehead is to Dre Greenlaw after I don't know, have they announced his injury yet? But
but oh my god, I forgot.
he hurt his leg after he was getting a little too excited watching them after the kickoff. And he ran off and he just pulled something, hurt himself, took himself out of the game. So yeah, that's a bonehead fucking move right there, buddy.
Shades of fucking Steven Tulloch and Lamar Houston after sack celebrations.
Yep. It's just the smallest little things that'll injure them. It's fucking hilarious. It's not
I know.
hilarious, but it's just like it's funny how they'll get tackled at like 25 miles an hour, but just jumping up and down like that and just kind of moving your leg a little funny, you'll tear your ACL. I mean, we saw that with Derrick Rose. Just hit a normal jump shot, landed funny, basically ruined his career.
Yep, that was it. And I don't know why he was still in, because the game was completely out of hand.
Yep.
Well, anyway, we'll go on to my fantastic and bonehead play of the week. And my fantastic play is also a touchdown from that Super Bowl. The nice little trickery touchdown that I pulled where Jawan Jennings threw one to Christian McCaffrey. That was a beauty.
That was really, really awesome to see. Just love to see those kind of trickery plays being made in the Super Bowl or the playoffs, because I mean you got to do some stuff that's a little out of pocket.
Yep, and Christian McCaffrey, he's a fast son of a bitch. So he had all that space and he hit the holes hard. Touchdown 49ers.
Yep. That was a smart move by the Niners, but should have kept playing like that, man. Should have kept doing some razzle dazzle shit because it didn't really work out.
Which leads to my bonehead play of the week, the Niners defense not being ready in overtime. Letting the Chiefs march down right the field to win the game just like that.
Yep, they were not ready for overtime Patrick Mahomes, that's for sure. This guy was just on fire. Travis Kelce was amazing at the end of the game as well, charging down the field. The Chiefs are just so good, man. This is just going to be like the Patriots with Tom Brady, man. I really do think Patrick Mahomes is the next Tom Brady, and I think he can match his numbers. He's already at 3. And he's only been in the league for 7
since
years.
2017.
Yeah. So 7 years in the league. Yeah, he's been, like, come March, it'll be 7 years since he got drafted.
Yep. April, you mean.
April, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it'll be crazy to think like, damn, he was drafted that long ago and has 7 Super Bowls. And that wraps up the show. Ian, as always, another great episode of the Kodos Mojo. RIP football, hello NASCAR. Next thing you know, we'll be in baseball season.
Oh yeah, dude, that's another thing I'm so excited for is we got spring training coming up in a few weeks too. Oh man, baseball's gonna be fun. Not even gonna say what's on my mind right now with the Cubs, but do your thing. Let's go Cubs.
I was just gonna say I'm not getting my hopes up with the White Sox either. So yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna lose 100 fucking games this year. I'm not excited.
130.
We'll probably be like the fucking A's.
You guys are gonna set a record.
Yep, we are the new laughing stock of MLB.
New laughing stock. You guys have been a laughing stock since 2006.
I know we've been rebuilding. I don't know how the fuck we won that World Series.
Don't worry, we were a laughing stock for over 100 years, so you guys can deal with it for a little bit.
I know, I know, I know. Well, anyway, Ian, let's go racing this week in Daytona.
Let's go racing, buddy. I'm excited. It's our first Daytona 500. We've been to so many tracks. We've been to Talladega. We've been to all the big ones. I've been to Martinsville and Bristol, but man, nothing is
We
going
went
to
to the
compare.
Indy 500 last
Yeah,
year.
we went to the Indy 500, but nothing is going to compare to seeing the great American race, the Daytona 500. Oh man, the greatest of the greats have won this race, and the greatest of the greats have crashed hard and never won this race. So, you
We
know,
are definitely going to
another
see the big
guy
one.
I might have to say who is going to win this race just because I'm going to be there. It's going to be Kyle Busch. I really do think Kyle Busch is finally going to win a Daytona 500. He's finally on a Chevy team.
Yep.
He's got more friends. He's not hated as much in NASCAR anymore. I think someone is going to push him to his first Daytona 500.
I have to agree. And you and I saw Kyle Busch win 3 times in person last year.
Yeah, not fun.
Yeah,
I've seen that guy win too many times.
saw him win 3 times in 1 year.
Yeah. My first fucking race he won. So yeah, it's Kyle Busch, man. I've seen him win the most out of any driver. Plus Xfinity and truck races. Yeah, no, so it's gonna be Kyle Busch this weekend, probably.
Awesome. I'm excited, Bucky.
Me
Well, thank you
too.
everyone for tuning into the Kodos Mojo. We will see you next time.